Everybody envied Michael. From the outside, he looked like he had made it. Luxury apartment, growing digital marketing agency, designer clothes, expensive dinners, money coming in every month. People called him a successful entrepreneur, but nobody saw what happened behind closed doors. Michael slept with his phone beside his pillow. He answered emails at 2 a.m. He woke up with anxiety every morning. His entire business depended on him showing up every single day. If he stopped working for 1 week, everything slowed down. If he disappeared for 1 month, the business would collapse completely. One evening, exhausted and mentally drained, Michael walked into a small diner after finishing a stressful client meeting. That was where he met Victor. Victor was quiet, calm, older, the kind of man who didn't need to brag about money because money already obeyed him. Michael noticed the billionaire watch on his wrist, but Victor looked nothing like the loud rich men online. He looked peaceful, and peace is the one thing Michael didn't have. Victor watched Michael nervously refreshing his inbox every few seconds. Then he asked one question that shattered Michael's entire understanding of business. If you disappeared to a remote island for 6 months without your phone or laptop, would your business grow or die? Michael laughed immediately. Grow? My business would disappear in 30 days. Victor leaned back slowly. Then you don't own a business. Michael frowned. Victor continued. You built yourself a prison with Wi-Fi. That sentence hit Michael like a truck. Victor pointed toward the kitchen inside the diner. It was chaos. The chef was yelling. Workers were confused. Orders were delayed. Everybody looked stressed. Then Victor pointed across the street. A McDonald's stood brightly under the city lights. Teenagers were calmly handling orders. Customers kept flowing in non-stop. Food kept moving like clockwork. The owner probably wasn't even there. Victor smiled. That right there is the difference between poor entrepreneurs and billionaire entrepreneurs. Michael stayed quiet. Most people build jobs for themselves. Billionaires build systems. Victor explained that poor business owners depend on talent, hard work, and long hours. But billionaires depend on repeatable systems. McDonald's doesn't have the best chefs in the world, Victor said. But they have one of the best systems in the world. Then Victor looked directly into Michael's eyes. You are addicted to being needed. That one hurt. Because it was true. Michael believed nobody could do the work as well as him. He wrote the best ad copy. He handled the best client meetings. He fixed every problem personally. He thought he was protecting quality, but in reality, he was choking his own business. Victor called it the technician's curse. As long as your business depends on your personal talent, Victor said, you will never be free. Then Victor revealed the billionaire principle that changes ordinary businesses into scalable empires. Every business must be built like a franchise. Even if you never open a second location, even if you work online, even if you are a consultant, your business should run without your constant presence. Michael looked skeptical. But clients pay for my expertise. Victor shook his head. That's your ego talking. Then he said something Michael would never forget. Everything you do can be turned into a system. That night changed everything. Victor challenged Michael to stop acting like an employee inside his own company. For the next 3 months, Michael stopped focusing on doing the work. Instead, he focused on documenting the work. Every process became a system. Client onboarding, sales calls, marketing research, ad creation, customer support, everything. Michael created detailed step-by-step instructions for every task inside the company. At first, it felt slow and frustrating, but Victor told him something powerful. You are not building for today. You are building a machine that can print money for years. Then Michael hired 2 young employees. Not experts, not geniuses, just disciplined people who could follow systems. The first month was terrible. Mistakes happened constantly. Michael wanted to jump in and take over, but Victor stopped him. If they fail, he said, your system is weak. Fix the system, not the people. So, Michael improved the instructions. He simplified everything, step by step. Little by little, the business transformed. 6 months later, something unbelievable happened. Michael took a 3-week vacation to Italy. No laptop, no emergency calls, no sleepless nights. And while he was gone, His company signed new clients. Revenue increased. Projects were completed. The business kept running without him. For the first time in years, Michael felt free. That was when he finally understood how billionaires think. Rich people do not sell time. Rich people build systems that produce value without them. Poor entrepreneurs wake up every day asking, "What work do I need to do today?" Billionaires wake up asking, "What system can solve this permanently?" That is the difference. One creates temporary income. The other creates scalable wealth. Michael stopped customizing everything. He standardized his services, standardized his pricing, standardized his delivery systems. The business became faster, more profitable, easier to scale. Within 1 year, Michael crossed millions in revenue while working fewer than 10 hours a week. Not because he worked harder, but because he stopped being the engine of the business. He became the owner of the machine. And that is the secret nobody teaches broke entrepreneurs. If your business cannot survive without you, you do not own a business. You own a stressful job disguised as entrepreneurship. So now the real question is this: are you building freedom? Or are you building a cage that looks successful from the outside? Because one day, your health will force you to stop. And on that day, your systems will reveal the truth about your business. Systems work. People burn out. If this story opened your eyes, then you are exactly the kind of person we are building this community for. We are building a community of business-minded people who want freedom, wealth, and real ownership. So tap that subscribe button right now, turn on the bell, and join Africa Entrepreneur. And before you leave, comment this word below: systems. If you are serious about building a business that works even when you sleep.